Alright, everyone, I figured might as well go ahead. Unfortunately, I was hoping to see if we could push back on when I have to go live, but since the National Weather Service is issuing larger warnings just because how quickly this line is moving, then might as well. What we are really looking at right now with these storms is mainly a damaging wind threat. But as you saw right up here in Clarksville, there's little notches that we're gonna have to really. I'll zoom in real quick just to show you like little notches like this that we're really gonna have to watch because right now these storms have been dropping little spin up tornadoes, and most of the time spin up tornadoes will be EF1 or lower. But with this right now, we do have the severe thunderstorm warning. It will last for about 72 minutes. I know that is a big chunk of time. Normally, warnings are only for 30 to 40 minutes. But once again, as I said, they are issuing larger warnings just all up and down this line. So, another thing is with this tornado warning, I really don't think if they do issue it, it might go north of Portland. I really don't think it will be. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it because these storms are cycling. Like one scan, they're one way, and then another scan, they're another way. So I'm going off of Nashville's radar site right now, and with this severe thunderstorm warning, we are looking at 1 inch size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. The biggest threat with this is going to be the damaging winds, I believe, because these individual storms that we were seeing before, the main threat with that was quick spin up tornadoes and hail, which is kind of, I think it's kind of not funny, but don't remember how our threat for hail was, I want to say right at 10%, and we weren't going to have anything greater than 2 inch. Well, Franklin had up to baseball size hail, which that's 3 inches. So I'm going to see real quick. Right now, they are just saying with the big old severe thunderstorm warning, it's mainly straight line winds that will be possible. So I'm going to go real quick and do our velocity and see. When you see these brighter colors right here, that is where about 50 to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts will be coming in. But once again, this is being from this radar right here that is at the office in Nashville, and it's shooting up. So this is really high up in the air right now, but the closer it gets to the radar site, the lower to the ground we can see. That's why when there is rotation and you see the tight rotation very close to the radar site, that means that rotation is very low to the ground. Let's see. I'm going to zoom back out and show you all the whole picture. This is the main line right here. I'm going to swap over to Memphis just to show you. Yes, this right here is the main line, which I think the triple R, the HER model, HRR model, actually did a pretty good job with timing with this storm. And I'm going to zoom back out because it really is turning into more wind damage. Of course, I'm looking at this little. I'm going to do our velocity again real quick to see because I'm looking at that. Okay, nothing. That's the main thing we want to look is these kinks that are in. I know it looks like a mess, but these kinks is kind of where the wind is trying to wrap around and rotate. So those are where I really want to look out for. And I'm going to go right here. So this whole big batch right here will be coming into Hendersonville about 6 o'clock. I feel like it's going to be earlier than that because that's coming back from here. So I want to say about 5:45, 5:50 will be this whole big storm right here coming into Hendersonville. Gallatin, it says about 6:17, a little bit past Gallatin. I'm going to say about 6:10 for Gallatin. And I believe it was moving at 50. 45 miles per hour. Okay. Since it's moving 45, I'm going to go ahead and do a better, I'm going to do it from the edge of the storm. I'm going to do 46 because I like to do a couple mile per hour ahead. So Hendersonville, you got a good 24 minutes. I see Cottontown about 31, Gallatin about 33 minutes. I'm going to keep this up here and I'm going to let the radar move as well. And the impact times will change the closer we get to. But I'm also keeping a, let's see, not seeing any other concerns with this storm coming into Davison right now. But once again, with reports are pretty much delayed. So we probably won't hear anything that's coming with this area until probably another 15 to 20 minutes. I'm really wondering about this little twist thing right there. I'm going to swap to our weatherwise and see if I'm seeing the same thing. I'll go back and forth between, I know for those that have already seen me do it, I go back and forth between weatherwise and radar omega. But most of the time when I'm drawing like a picture or something, I use radar scope because it's cleaner, I feel like. But let's see, I seeing really winds coming up in Clarksville, and of course, if that continues going east, that would be coming right toward Portland. I'm gonna see if it will let me 50 right there. And what we need to be looking forward to in Hendersonville and Gallatin is this 61, 62 gusts of wind coming right there. See, yep, that's right in the middle of where all the pinks are. I'm going to see real quick if there is any hail. There is a little bit of hail, but I would not expect hail to be the main threat. The main threat, once again, is going to be those damaging winds, which we all know how 90-mile-per-hour winds damage did like a month or so. Was it 2 months ago? Man, I'm trying to think. Yeah, almost 2 months ago. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and the radar move. If y'all have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. I will see if I can. I don't know if I like with these warnings going with them. It's, yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna switch to our GR real quick. GR level. This is another program that I like to use as well. Let's see. See, that's not showing. It's still just showing basically damaging winds. Hail threat for Hendersonville, probably pea-size hail, dime-size hail, which I think for, I'll switch over back to our, here's once again our impact times. Let me go to our, there we go. See, this is the part of the storm, which is the storm that is bowing out. So I would say about peas a dime size. And let's see, for Gallatin, you got about 29 minutes, 30 minutes ish. How's Portland looking? I want to see, I'm trying to see if they are still saying anything about that tornado warning to see if they were going to let it, because it expires in 18 minutes. I really don't think the area they were concerned with will be coming into Portland. Part of the storm will be, but not where the rotation will be. Yeah, let's see. I can definitely zoom. I'm going to take away the impact times and go to the full. I'll zoom in right here. Oop. I'm going to do the radar here because it looks like it's, yes, it is moving toward east. It's really going more northeast as well. So, y'all should already start hearing thunder from this. I'm going to do once again our velocity just to make sure, because velocity is the thing I really want to be concerned about, is because I know said earlier was the quick spin up tornadoes. There is a threat, and my concern meter has been going back and forth on 4 and 5, and it's really I I want to keep it at 5 just because of damaging winds, but how damaging winds has gone down a little bit and how messy it kind of looks. I always my gut is saying 4 because of how much the tornado threat will be just the spin ups. And once again, yes, this is the main line coming through right now. Let's see. Where is the tornado warning? The tornado warning is up here, right above Springfield. And if they do carry it, which I'm trying to see if they are going to keep it, they're just, I don't see anything right now if they're going to keep it, because if they keep it, I bet it will get a little bit above Portland, maybe getting downtown Portland. But I know, am I looking at Nashville? Okay, I'm going to look at Hopkinsville real quick. I'm looking at a little bit of spin right there. So I'm going to switch back to here because this shows the velocity much better than, it looks like a very broad rotation. So I really do feel like it's going to be more of a, so they took back the confirmed and went to radar indicated, which is good. Let's see. Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like White House already is getting and hearing it, because I know I'm hearing it right now down here in Hendersonville. My goodness, Hendersonville's just going to get hit with some winds. Go back to the winds real quick. Yeah. See, 41, 50. I saw 50 something. 51, 50. Here we go. 54. I saw 60 earlier, so there's 55 coming in, and that'll be going right through Whites Creek. And if that continues, that's going to be coming right through Goodlettsville and basically kind of carry right down 386. And technically, it'll probably really just go down Main Street. So, if I were you, I would go ahead. I want y'all to treat severe thunderstorm warnings kind of like tornado warnings. Just go ahead and be close to your safe spot, back away from windows, just with how quickly we can have these spin up tornadoes. Now I'm keeping my eye up here to see if this storm right here wants to try again and reform for Portland. I am going to do a split view real quick so we can do both views at once, so y'all can look at the regular reflectivity and our velocity right here. And once again, the reds are winds going away from, so the radar is down here. So the reds are the winds going away from the radar, and the greens are coming toward. So what? I'm going to draw again. I'm going to see if this will. So all these winds are going, pushing straight like this. Let's see. I'm not seeing. The thing is, when it does say a tornado warning for White House on an app, it will do the whole county. So, like, even if they add another tornado warning and it goes right for Portland, it will still say a tornado warning for Sumner County when it's just the top part of Portland. So right now, here we are. Take away that because I'm really concerned. Is it Jolton? I want to make sure because that is going straight into right into Goodlettsville, going right through Long Hollow Pike area, Shackle Island, and now we'll eventually go to where the station camp school area is, and that will be in the next 10 minutes. All right, I am still not seeing any. The National Weather Service mainly is focused on the tornado warnings down south of us, which is a good thing because I'm hoping that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, see, they're more focused down here. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if a tornado warning hits on that one right there. But I'm gonna go back up here to Hopkinsville's just to see. Yeah, we're gonna stay with Nashville's for a little bit because that's the one where it's showing where the strongest of the storms will be. What's coming? The station camp area would be this 50 plus mile per hour wind gust coming right in where you can see all these pinks right here. And I'm going to switch the second map real quick to the hail threat because I'm kind of interested on. So the hail threat kind of has picked up just a little bit. So I would not be surprised if we do have some hail coming in. Yeah, it is eerie calm. I bet there is some scary, of course, I will say nice looking clouds coming in to Hendersonville right now. But before it does hit and everything, I want y'all to know if y'all do see some like hail or tree damage, structure damage, and all, please, please, please let us know because the National Weather Service is so focused on their radar right now. They need the public's help, and that's what us T spotters do. Is we take what we report from you all and give it to them. So and it gives them be like, oh hey, this storm is still doing what 2 inch size hail, so we're going to keep the severe thunderstorm warning. So it's a team effort. They are saying right now some good straight line winds being seen from the Nashville, our little radar right here coming into Hendersonville. So Hendersonville, get ready for these 50 plus mile per hour wind gusts coming straight in. And I'm going to zoom in real quick because I really want to focus because I do believe that tornado warning up here is going to be allowed to expire. And I don't know, I really don't see where, if they do reissue it, it could be around here with Springfield. But I do want to focus mainly here on Hendersonville. Another thing is, I know if I don't talk about your certain city, it's not because I don't like you. I promise I do. It's it's actually a good thing that I'm not talking about your city. So, all right, as I'm going to switch and do instead of two, I am going to do one. split view because I'm just going to focus right now on winds because that is the main threat right now. So the strongest winds are going to be basically going through Center Point Road, going basically along Long Hollow Pike, and just track all the way past Long Hollow Baptist, going to Shackle Island, all around the area. So let's see. And let me see real quick. They did trim down that tornado warning, so they still haven't updated anything on that, but they've just trimmed it a little bit. All right, I am going to see these little notches right here? That's like intervals of 15 minutes. So within the next 5 to 10 minutes, Hendersonville is going to get smacked. Then Gallatin, you're going to be about 20 minutes. Is it Springfield? No, it's going to go more north of White House. Man, it is so quiet. I feel like here in Hendersonville, it's just going to be one of those thing where it's going to go smack right into Hendersonville. So for those that is about to be crossing 65 right here into Goodlettsville, and just basically ride the train all the way through Long Hollow, all the way. And I believe he'll basically just go all the way that way into Gallatin. Let's see real quick. Sorry if I go a little bit quiet. Remember I'm just one person. So I am trying to see if there's anything because I know I've said on all social media, please let us know if you are what you are seeing. If you're seeing hail, and I know I don't think I put it in the slideshow yesterday. I probably should have on how to measure hail. Is if you have like a ruler or like a electric measure tape or whatever, if you lay that out and get the hailstones and put the hailstones right next to either, you can also do it next to like a coin, like a dime or a quarter, baseball, softball. But another reason that would be easier for the National Weather Service to really say, oh, it's okay, it's an inch and a half, is pin it right by a ruler. Yes, right now it is just a severe thunderstorm warning because, man, these winds are about to knock on my front door. See, and I ain't betting you these are 40, 50 coming smack dab. All the National Weather Service right now is just saying it's the strong winds is the main threat right now. Got some decent ones coming. Yep, there comes the. I bet you. I'm gonna swap real quick to hail because I feel like I do hear a little bit of hail coming down right now. But if there is going to be mainly hail, would be this back here and even up here coming into White House and going all the way up to Walnut Grove and Cotton Town. Yep, there it is. I'm going to keep it on the velocity just because my main concern is these winds. Because if we do have, not saying we will, but there is a chance of spin up tornadoes, we'll be able to catch it with our velocity right here. If you are treating this severe thunderstorm, I would mainly right now with how it looks more of like straight line winds right now. I would say just stay away from windows and be kind of closer, like in a inner room, anywhere away from windows and an outward wall is what the best thing would be for right now. All I'm seeing right now is this for White House is hail and this 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gust. So they are going to let this tornado warning expire. So that won't be. It will still be coming into Portland, but it will not be a tornado warning. It is looking more like a damaging wind threat as well. Okay. All right, I'm looking at this coming right down Main Street. 6, whew, 50, 54. That will be coming right down smack where I am, coming right down Main Street of Hendersonville. So for those that live along East Main Street in Hendersonville, you are about to get smacked with at least 50 mile per hour winds. So gonna still not seeing. I would not be surprised if we do get some power outages in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So I would. I know it's kind of late saying charge your phone, but if you can real quick, I would go ahead. Man, it is pouring. Sorry, I'm letting the National Weather Service know about the winds coming in right now with Hendersonville. I would just, once again, I would just stay away from any windows or any walls that are right outside or have an outside wall. I would just stay in. I just, I just got a text by someone that said, "So it's okay to go run outside." No, please don't. And also, after this line, this is the main line. And I would not be surprised if we do, with how heavy it is raining right now, I would not be surprised if we do have some flooding, probably basically on the streets. I would not be surprised if we have a flood advisory coming in. Man, let's see. 52, ooh, 55, 57 coming right into Hendersonville. Now, if you live on East Main Street and then south all the way to the lake, you are about to get smacked with some almost 60 power winds coming in. So you should, I guarantee you're probably about to have some power outages right now. Goodlettsville, you're right in it. I would just stay away. My goodness, that was some wind gust. Sorry. One of the trees has smacked the window. I can, man, I'm just seeing 52. And since this is very close to the radar, this is very close to the ground. My concern meter, yeah. It actually came between the Concernometer and Okrapometer. It's between those two names. I love both of them. But right now, I feel like I'm gonna drop it, keep it about 4, just with how right now these winds are packing a punch. And it actually is on the outside of this severe thunderstorm warning, because I'm not seeing much up in Portland and White House right now. The main event right now is here in Hendersonville. So Hendersonville, you win right now for wind threat. Let's see real quick if there is. See, it looks like that hail threat really has gone down, which I felt like it would, and just become more of a wind threat. So right now, if you were right on the lake, Sanders Ferry Road, all the way, here's the lake right there. It doesn't really show the lake. It does, but it doesn't. But if you are right, Rockland Road area, Luna Lane, Cherokee Road, I drive that all the time. Sanders Ferry Road, y'all are about to get smacked. I feel like it's intensifying with the right now because it is 55. Tornado possibility right now is low. I think right now we are focused more on this damaging wind threats. Okay. Perfect. We do now have a report of a large tree down across the road on Ellen Drive in Goodlettsville. So right where we had that big gust that's now coming into Hendersonville, they kind of took more of a southern road right into. Man, it is going right into Saunders Ferry Road, Cherokee Road, right around Rock Castle area. That's exactly where this. I would not be surprised if we do have some. That's the same place that got hit with that 90-mile-per-hour winds too. Right now, I really want to say the tornado threat is pretty low. I really think because of how the radar looks, it looks mainly like straight line winds. Of course, once again, we all know that that night it's not going to be 90 miles per hour, but that 90 miles per hour was equaled up to EF0 and EF1 tornado damage. So don't let your guard completely down because of these winds. But see, I'm not even seeing. I really think this will probably go. If it goes toward Gallatin, it will be between Gallatin and Mount Juliet around 109. It's where it's going to go. Sorry, I'm reporting that large tree down, which is right off of Long Hollow Pike. We do have another severe thunderstorm warning that they just issued. Seeing anything? I'm not really getting any reports from hell, which is a good thing. But it does look like the winds, even though it does look like it's calming down. But remember, it will go into this little cone of silence. And it's coming right across, right by the office, too. So it's going to go right by where the office is. So they'll really get to see. All right, yeah, I don't blame you. I feel like everything goes right up 109. Like when we had that event, when we were like under a tornado, when South Sumner was under that, like several tornado warnings for about 2 hours or 3 hours straight, it would go straight toward 109. Yes, the code red did show that. I'm going to go ahead and show you all that other severe thunderstorm warning. And it has one big severe thunderstorm warning. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that will be for that area right there. And once again, they are doing bigger warnings because this is the main line coming through. But I'm going to see. It expires in an hour. We most likely, I'm going to go and do our reflectivity real quick. And I'm going to show you all what else is coming. So here's that big line. That is the main line. So after this, we will see we might see a little bit of this because of the way it's moving. So that's where I'm going to be concerned with the flooding, but not major flooding. But yes, I will zoom in and I'm going to go back to the velocity because that is my main concern right now is, and it does look like it's calming down a little bit, but since it's very close to the radar site, we shall see if it especially intensifies because so right now right around Rock Castle you'll be getting hit, and then of course it'll cross over the lake and go into Wilson County. Whoa, sorry, I didn't realize I could do that. Okay, sorry. That's pretty cool. And I probably will never be able to do it again. So I'm going to keep it like that because I kind of like that 3D. Now we are looking at, it looks like 43, 42 right now coming right through Rock Castle area. Yep, I feel like I want to say it's decreasing, but with it being so close to the radar, and it will make that little cone of silence. So it'll look kind of messy until it comes out here. So honestly, Gallatin, I don't think you're going to get hit with the worst of the winds. I really think those that lived on Main Street in south toward the lake is where it was going to hit the most. All right, we'll go back that way. So right now I'm going to go back to our reflectivity and I'm going to go ahead and say where I feel like we will get. I'm going to see if I can play this again, even though it's going to do something weird with the warnings. So I really want to see where this guy right here. I feel like Hendersonville might get this heavy rain again coming in. And then after that, we will be. I really think we are done with the worst in Hendersonville. And up here in Portland, I think you're pretty much done as well. Going back to what we had this morning, I know it wasn't much, but that was another. What they were looking at was the atmosphere, and we did have what I want to say a good hour and a half of sun. So I was I'm going to stop that because it's really. I'm going to go back to our radar Omega and see if they have a clearer. See, it's not as clear. Still only seeing that report of that large tree down in Ellen Drive right now. About Portland area, I think you're pretty much done. You're just going to get heavy rain. I'll go back and do our reflectivity so y'all can see. You're just going to have rumbles of thunder and heavy rain for a little bit, but the main line has passed you. Let's see. I should have seen what. Okay, remember this at the airport in Portland is 75, and then at the airport in Gallatin is 75 also. Gallatin, what? Let's see. I'm seeing that little hint. Okay, good. I saw that little hinge on Gallatin, but I'm not seeing any rotation with that. So, okay, good. See, it's those little kink things that we've got to really watch. And Oceania, let's see, right around, let's see, here we are. Ocana, is it Ocana? I want to make sure I did that right. I really need a book on how to pronounce most of these. Right, you should be almost done with your heavy rain. Let's see, I bet Hendersonville will get some of this right here. I want to see real quick on. Oh, it's pushing more east than what this says. So I really think the worst is completely done with Portland, White House. Hendersonville, give it a little bit. Goodlettsville, you're good. Gallatin, you got a little bit. Westmoreland, you're about to get in on it. And then Bethpage, you're right on it too. Cottontown, you're almost getting done. Walnut Grove, you're pretty much done. Looking to see if there's any other more reports. Once again, I know since it has calmed down, people are going to be getting out and about now just to see what damage there is. So if y'all are out and about or y'all do see y'all have some damage at y'all's house, be sure to tag us with T-Spotter and Sumner. And I will definitely pass it along. Once again, yes, the NOAA weather radios are out because the National Weather Service is having to upgrade with their systems right now, and they are actually not the ones issuing the warnings right now. It is one of their backup stations right now that is issuing the warnings. They have 3 backup offices, and one of them is issuing the warnings. And before everyone's like, oh my goodness, why did they decide to do it now? It really was not. It was out of their hands. It's something that is, it has to happen right then. So that's why we really wanted y'all to get different ways of. I'm just glad this was not an overnight event because that would have been way worse, especially with the radios. Let's see. Ooh, his house. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of reports from, especially, I believe there is a tornado on the ground down south of us, but see. Station, big station camp. Right now, you should be. Yeah, y'all are pretty much almost getting done with the heaviest rain, which if this little guy likes to move a little bit up, you'll get another. Man, East Main Street's going to be flooded. I really wonder if that, where that beach volleyball, that park right there, I would really be interested to see if it's really high up. Because it was pretty high up when I went by it earlier today. Alright, I am not seeing any other. I'm going to see real quick if there's any power outages happening. Because I haven't really gotten any reports on that yet. Mine didn't even flicker. Which is, as soon as I say that, it's going to go out. But let's see, how much longer do we have? We have 27 minutes left on this severe thunderstorm warning. Let's zoom in and see how. Right now, the website is only saying 9 people out, 9 customers out of power in Sumner. Right now, my concern meter is down to 2, just because this big line's, and I'm going to keep it at 2 because of the ponding and the heavy rain that's going through right now, and the wind threat that's just getting into passing Gallatin. Yeah, it's like all right there. Westmoreland, you might be getting a really decent wind gust in a few. That's not even updated. Let's see, there we go. Man, that's. I really would like to know what the rate was of that rainfall because man, it's still pouring. On Instagram, I know I do have an Instagram. That's bad. I can't. It's either Sumner County Severe WX. It's like a really Sumner County Severe WX, I believe, is the um, Instagram thing. But I really don't, because I'm really, most people follow me on X and YouTube and Facebook, and those are the where I can go live. Those are the main areas because it's a lot just doing 3 different social media accounts with just one person. I'm. It's probably best if you have to message and everything. It will. It will go. I'll probably answer most of the direct messages through X and Facebook. So, and I do have it. I don't know if I put my email. Yes, there's the email address right there. As you can see where it says, want to see your ad here if you're a business and wants to become a sponsor. So if there's like any questions or any pictures or anything, you can always send it to that email as well. But I'm mainly active on X, Facebook, YouTube, and I'm trying to get more active on Blue Sky. But, okay, Southport. Okay. Let's see. I really do think the first line that came through this morning helped. And that was my gut feeling all along, was because I feel like that's how it is. That's typical how it is. Man, Nashville's getting drilled. There's a ton of reports coming in from Robertson County with wind threats, with tree down. So I would not be surprised if we have any more tree damage going right along 386. Gallatin, you are very from the worst of it. Yes, you're done. It's just gonna be heavy rain for the rest of the. It is still coming down here. My goodness. I really would not be surprised if we have a flood advisory coming up soon. But I'm going to zoom out and show y'all the whole. It really did not form all the way down like most of the models were saying. It's more of like a broken up line. Oh, so they went ahead and did flash flood warning. Yeah. I mean, that's obvious with how heavy rain Nashville was getting. So I'm surprised they didn't move it up a little bit. But once again, this is the main line, the main event coming through. Jeez. I might get out and about. It is 6:30. Once we log off here, so they finally trimmed up. Let's see, I have 20. We had 21 minutes left with that severe thunderstorm warning. I might get out and about in the next 45 minutes to an hour, so just to see if there is any damage with trees. But if there is, I really do think most of the, if we do have damage with trees, it will be from 386 down, very mainly East Main Street down to where the lake is. The same neighborhoods, I feel like that always get hit with wind. Excuse me. I think I got most of y'all's questions. I'm sorry if I did not get all of them. I do apologize. So I keep looking at these tornado warnings. My family is from Murfreesboro, so where actually most of them are at the beach right now. So I, yeah, yes, I got it to do that again. Sorry, I'm just messing around with WeatherWise because it is a newer app and it really is kind of competing with Radar Omega. Another cool thing with WeatherWise, it is free on your phone, but there is like a plus, of course. And if you want it on your computer, you do have to pay for that. But just to look up radar, it is one of the few. And look at that. So we did get a flash flood warning, honestly, advisory. So yes, we do have a flash flood warning right now. So if you have to be out and about tonight, please, please, please do not drive through waters that are ponding on the road. Yes, this is the main line. So Portland, White House, Goodlettsville, you are done. All you're just going to get is this heavy rain right here. Gallatin, you're almost done. Hendersonville, you're just getting heavy rain. You're done with the worst part. That's why I did kind of keep my concernometer down, even though it was at a 5 earlier, because I was seeing how these spin up tornadoes were happening down south. But my gut wanted to drop it lower because of, I feel like every time when we have these situations, the morning storms lower and our atmosphere can't. But we did have a good hour, hour and a half of sun. So that's why I was like, So it was one of those where I was like, I wanted it to say 4.5, or it would change because these storms would, one scan they'll look like they're going to intensify, and then the next scan they don't. Yeah, this whole, I'm actually, uh-oh, yikes. There's a tornado on the ground, a PDS tornado warning down here for Athens. So if you have family or friends that is in Huntsville, let them know, please. Sorry, I just saw that. For those that don't really know how to read the radar and warnings, this green, these green boxes right here outlines are flood warnings. The yellowish, orangey color is severe thunderstorm warnings. And then, of course, the red is tornado warnings. And then when you have this little fancy purple, that is a PDS tornado warning, which means the tornado is on the ground and doing serious damage. And I believe I have it where if it's a tornado emergency, which means a very large tornado, which is what we had back a couple of years ago in December, I believe will be flashing white and it'll stay white. So I have to mess with the color scheme a little bit on these. But all right. Zoom back. I see. I know I keep getting alerts for these warnings. But I'm going back on social media real quick to see if there is any other reports of tree down or anything else that I can report to you all. So if y'all do have to be out and about, for y'all not to go. Seeing anything else besides that tree that was down? Check Facebook real quick. Yep, I am not seeing anything. Which, if we are going to be getting any more reports, they'll be coming within the next 30 to 45 minutes, when, because I know most people will go and look around their yards and be out and about once all this passes. We got 14 minutes with that, and then we have 3 hours with this flash flood warning. And once again, if I do get a list of streets that are closed, I mean, the typical stop 30 road, I guarantee you will probably be flooded. I feel like that always floods. So, upper Station Camp Road will probably be flooded as well. So, I will, once I get a list, and the list will be updated as more roads that are closed, I will put that on social media as well. So we do, let's see if that, they do have Sumner and a little bit of this new severe thunderstorm warning. So I don't know. Once this whole storm system right here passes Sumner, I will, because I guarantee you we're about to see, we got 13 minutes. They're waiting on this right here to move out. Now, but they'll just let it expire. Of course, then some of us will still be under, with Westmoreland will still be under. that warning, but most of it's really almost past y'all in Westmoreland. And good news, they are going, once the line fully passes, they are going to start removing counties from the tornado watch because the tornado watch does go through 10 p.m. So they will definitely start cutting out counties. And I guarantee you we'll probably out by 7:30 or 8, even though most of the threat is already past us. Once again, if y'all do get any reports, feel free to post them. And also, I feel like it's easier if y'all do get reports, y'all can put them in the chat because I can see that easier than going through. Let's see. Once again, I'm not seeing any. And so, if y'all got any questions about while we're waiting for this to get out and move and bug out, if y'all do have any questions about Sumner or about me, feel free to throw them in. Just anything to waste time until we. Because a few things actually tomorrow I ordered me a shirt, a black shirt with the Sumner logo. I ordered two, and they're different kind of. They're different, but they look the same. So I'm gonna see if I like them, and if I don't, if I'm gonna wear them as much as I can to see if how the wear goes with it, and if I really like those shirts, I will definitely put it on social media if y'all want a t-shirt. I don't know how much they will be because they were $20 for me to do two. So I'll see if I really like that. But I want to start doing like either car decals or stickers that you can put on your laptop or stuff like that, or hats. Anything just to get the word out, as well as, of course, all y'all sharing, hitting it on Facebook pages and everything. I know I'll put stuff on Facebook pages too, just to get the word out, because more people that know about Sumner, the better. Because once our T Spotter program is, I want y'all to have a source of reliability, because there's some people out there that do the weather for hobbies, and they they like to hype, not being rude, but they like to hype the weather up a little bit. And that's not what we're about. That's not what T Spotters do. We want to give you reliable, because we are in contact with the National Weather Service. We were trained by the National Weather Service. And then a couple of us actually have our degrees in meteorology. And I know about 3 or 4 of us do, including myself. And I'm actually about to go to grad school for meteorology too. So I'll be doing that with Sumner. So it's, I want y'all to have somewhere y'all can turn to that's not going to cause your storm anxiety to move up. And of course, I finally got the website up and about as well. I am hoping in the next month or so, I'm really going to work during the summer to work on a mobile app that will basically be my website. Just you click it and it'll pop up with all the blogs and all the information. And hopefully by this summer, I could get like a live radar happening on it. So that's a few things. So they did take most of us out. I'm going to wait till this whole little, just the back end of it, which give about 5 to 10 minutes. But I am still not seeing anything with reports on wind damage or tree damage except for that one. I just saw a question real quick on someone asked, how can you support me? As you see, there's a few ways you can support me if you feel like it. There, off to your left, there is where you can donate or subscribe. I am 100% funded by you all. So all the money that y'all send goes into computer programs, goes into the website. It all goes 100% into Sumner's. It actually has a separate bank account. So, and you can see PayPal, Venmo is where you do once time. If you feel up to it, you can do monthly, which is where the patron is, and there's several options for that as well. So if you feel ready to do it, do it. If not, don't. You're good. I just appreciate you all tuning in and following me on. That's why I'm here to help y'all. I know I get several private messages from you all asking questions on stuff, and you'll always apologize for bothering. You aren't bothering me. Trust me. I want y'all to know y'all are safe, that there's no reason to panic. So, yes, the tornado watch will go away. Probably in the next hour, hour and a half. I'm just waiting for it's finally calmed down the rain here in Hendersonville, so I guarantee you reports of tree or structure damage will be coming out soon. Of course, I will report those and retweet those and put those in the chat with the National Weather Service. Let's see. How much? Oh, that has 20 minutes on it too. I think the longest I've ever seen a morning go is like an hour 15 minutes. But once again, they are issuing because of how quick these storms are coming in. Man, they said earlier that south. You see these little. It's kind of amazing to me that these little storms that don't look like much are the ones that are getting the tornado warnings. No one probably is that a confirmed one? Oh no, because it has like a little donut. Don't worry, this is not for Sumner. I'm just looking at other. Like these little storms are just. It's got to be a boundary or something down there that they're just riding, and they just are dropping spin up tornadoes. Whereas ones that storms out look like the worst are the ones that are just doing wind damage. That's actually pretty cool. I mean, not cool, but it's interesting to see. I kind of want to swap down here to hunts. Seeing that one doesn't look. It just looks more like a hill, but it has a PDS tornado warning on it. It's so weird to seeing how like a big blob like that could spin up. Because I know there's some people that have asked me, "Are well, do tornadoes only form when they look like this?" No, it could be a big blob. Actually, if I remember correctly, the tornado that hit Murfreesboro in '09, it didn't look anything like that. It was kind of like what we just saw in Huntsville. Flip back to Nashville and see. I know we have 18 minutes with that and an hour with that. I'm probably going to go ahead and log off just because I feel like the worst of it has passed everyone in Sumner. And I'm also going to see real quick if the National Weather Service needs me out. And yeah, if y'all do see any damage, feel free to let me know, because I might, when I get out to take pictures for the National Weather Service, if there is any damage, I'll come by some of those areas. Gallatin just got an alert. It's because they are, when you do get an alert for that, it's not them reissuing it. It's actually them updating the watch, because they canceled a few, like they canceled Robertson, Stewart, Dixon, Humphreys County out of the watch. And that's all right next to us. And it still says continue tornado watch for Bedford, Sumner, Rutherford, blah, blah, blah. So it's just them updating it. And I guarantee you in the next 30 minutes to an hour, we will be out of that watch. So there's nothing, main thing to worry about now is flooding. So, all right, I am going to log off once again, because I'll probably start talking nonsense if I continue, and there's really nothing much going on for our area. So if y'all do get out and about, please be careful with the flooding that's going on. And if you do see any damage, let me know. I'll probably stop by. And if you see me out and about next couple days wearing the Sumner Severe Weather shirt, come and introduce yourself. I would love to meet y'all, and so y'all can put a face to the voice, I guess. So, all right. Well, I probably won't be jumping back on, but as soon as I say that, something's gonna flare up. But I'm gonna do real quick a larger view, and I'm gonna do it through our Hopkinsville. So pretty much everything's just gonna stay south of us. We might have these little pop-ups right here, but I really think all these right here just took the rest of the energy. So if we do have any rumbles tonight, it'll be these little fellas right here, which I don't think will be anything to worry about. They probably will dissipate closer they get to us. So, all right. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all's night. I'll be on social media for